friends, Susan here tonight. I wanted to go ahead and just do a quick little tutorial. We're going to be working with products from the January to June mini catalog. I'll show you what we're going to use. It's right here on page 11, and it's these cute little Love You Always treat boxes. They come in a package. I got little glue dots falling. Okay, they come in a package like this, and there are 10 of the boxes and 10 of the bands that go around the boxes. I'll show you the finished one first, but oh, sure I will. Here, I'll show you what we're going to use to cover them first. We are going to use products from the art gallery, the Fine Art Florals. And specifically what we're going to use is some of this fabulous designer series paper. It's called Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. And we're going to use some of the Golden Garden Designer Series Special Acetate. And this lines up. There's 3 sheets, but you get more than 3. But they line up with 3 different patterns. Just really, really pretty. So I'll show you what I have in mind for tonight. First, this is the finished product, and it's a little card attached to the top of the gift-giving box. And I'm trying to push this. These are a little snug, which is kind of nice. But, okay, there we go. And this is what this looks like, already decorated. Okay, so when you first get these, they look like this. And the way you fold these is they're already scored, so you just go ahead and fold in pieces and kind of, work where they're scored. And I'm getting these pieces all lined up here. Okay, so the first thing you do, again, is the score lines, but also you start with the ends. They look kind of complicated, but they're really not, I promise. Okay, so I fold in the sides. The long end, these ends on the very end here. I fold those in, put the flaps in. The flaps get captured in there. And then you can see there's a little fold down there. So then you put down the short outside, and see how it's got this little slit down here? This is going to come over and go down in there, and then it just catches. And there you go. It's a non-adhesive little box. And then they come with, sorry, I had some exploding glue dots earlier, and they just keep giving me trouble. Okay, so this comes already, again, all scored, and it's the wrap, or the outside slide part. So what I did is I covered the wrap with a really pretty designer series paper, and then I created this little layered card section for the top. Okay, and I used, again, the designer series paper up here with the gold overlay. And because it had the gold, I went with a gold matting and the gold trim ribbon. So why don't we get started? Okay, the first thing I did was I cut all of my pieces. And they are right here. And these are for the cards, so I'm going to put those aside. For the insert in the bottom of the box, this is 2.5 by 3 7/8 inches. And we're just going to use our Stampin' Seal runner and attach this to the bottom of the box. Right down in there. So that was 2.5 by 3 7/8. Okay, for the wrap, this paper comes as 12 by 12. So I cut a piece that is 3 by 9. And I'm just going to fold over a little 1/4 of an inch or so piece here. I'm going to find the seam on here. So that will be my bottom. Now this is the difficult part of this, is trying to line this up in the center, or at least it is for me. The box is 4 inches wide, so when I cut the paper at 3 inches, I should have about 1/2 an inch on each side, like that. Okay, now I could have measured and scored ahead, but instead I'm just showing you, you don't even really need to do that if you don't want to. And the 9 comes right around there. So yay. Now that I know that's going to work, I'm just going to put a few little dabs of this runner and maybe some seal right across the edge. Okay. Now this is where I hope it lines up nicely. Oh, that's not too bad, guys. Okay. So I'm going to lay this flat for a second and kind of, give it a bit of abrasion to make my glue stick. And boom, there we are. So I still know that's my bottom edge. Not bad, huh? So the next thing I did was I took this gold paper. We have these metallic papers. And I cut this one at 2.5 by 3 7/8. So I think my 3 3 3/4. I think my 3/4 is more like 5/8, because I had a bunch of these that were cutouts from something else, so I decided to use them for the centers. So it's really just a little short, but the best bet would be to go with 2.5 by 3 3/4. And there we go. That fits right on there. Now, the next thing I made was the little card. Okay. I still haven't found, and I have 2 of them. This is so embarrassing. I still haven't found my Stampin' Up bone folder. And again, I have 2 of those. So I really have no excuse. I think maybe they might have fallen down the back of my desk. It's the only thing that makes any sense at this point. Oops. Oh no! It just ran out. Well, that's not good. I have a Tombow. Oh, no, this is Stampin' Up. This is our old one, so just pretend I'm not using the old one and pretend I'm still using the new one. So I'm going to use the old one. The old one clicks to get this little card put together. So this is the inside of the card, where I will write my little Valentine message. Now, for the outside, I wanted to use this overlay and this really pretty designer series paper. And see how that lays right over there? Well, these are from the same sheet, so the same thing worked over here. You just have to line them up and then cut them out. But before I do this, I've got to do the hard part. The hard part for me should be easy for anyone else, but no, I found it difficult. And that's putting the ribbon on here so that it looks like it's wrapped around. All right, so let's put this on here. I'm thinking if I do the edges on the desk, it'll help to line them up. Only, you know what would have really helped? I think I just totally messed this up. Let's hope I didn't. I did. I totally messed it up. I'm going to leave it, and I'll fix it later. But what I did was I accidentally put this on upside down. The gold piece should have been rotated around. So what I do is I mounted this on here. But before I did that, I took my gold trimmed ribbon and I cut a little piece. Can't believe I did that. Actually, I should believe I did that. It's just like something I would do. But anyway, okay, so I did this. And I'm going to get some glue dots You know, these things that keep attacking me, or they came out of their box. Oh no, now they're stuck to my desktop. Gotta love this. I say with great amounts of sarcasm because I really don't. All right, I'm gonna put those on the back here. And I want to use 2 because I want 1 for each end of the ribbon. Oh goodness, guys. Okay, so bring that over. Hope this works. It's sliding, so that's not really helping me. There's 1. And if I can get the other one to come up and around, that should have covered, yeah, the little corner. Yay! Okay, so we got that. And now for the other end, I'm going to take 2 more of these ornery boys and put them over here, and they're going to hold the next piece of ribbon while I tie it into a bow. So it looks like I've wrapped it under and come around, but I didn't really wrap it under, you know, all the way. So I didn't treat it like I would a gift box, but it kind of looks like that from the top. All right, so let's just cut a respectably long piece of ribbon. And roughly in the middle, lay this across there. And then come around and try to tie a bow. Would you believe this took me longer than any of the rest of this earlier? Seriously, I kept fuddling the ribbon. Is fuddling a word? It is now. Oh, yeah, see, it's already messing me up here. Maybe I should have gone out a little more. I don't know. Let's just do it. It should not take this many fingers to tie a ribbon bow, but it is taking that many fingers. Okay. And we'll pull that through. Now I'm going to resize this just a little, of course, because, you know, I don't want it huge, but on the other hand, I don't want it dinky either. Okay, so scissors. I might leave that one like that and just come over here and cut this guy in so they kind of match. And now I want this to stay on my box also. So I'm going to go back and grab my runner and add some more adhesive. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to take this and attach it to the top of the card, trying to center it in there. If anybody is on with me tonight, I will check comments when I finish. I can't actually see them right now. My computer is at a 90-degree angle from me. All right. I really should probably get out a refill for this other runner and use a heavier one. Let me turn around and just see if I have one. Oh, yay, I do. Okay, this is a little learning opportunity. When you purchase our Stampin' Seal, and this one's the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is even stronger, they come like this, and then you can purchase refills that are cheaper than getting the whole thing new, which is always, you know, nice. I like it when I can refill. And they're interchangeable on which one matches which one. And it doesn't matter if you're using Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus in here. What does matter is that you get it in right. And I don't know what I'm doing. I should have paid a little closer attention on how I took that one out. Well, goodness. Okay, there's that, and there's that. Hey! All I had to do was lift it up and look at it. All right, so we got that. Got it ready to go. I'm going to do a strip of the strong one down the middle. Okay. All right, now I'm lifting this up so I have a better angle at it. And I'm just going to put that right on there. You know, even messed up, that's not bad. Can't believe I did that still. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Now, if I wanted to, and I wanted to make this more Valentine's-y, I could have used, you know, Valentine paper. I could have used our heart punches and put hearts on top. There's lots of different things I could have done. I did another one of these last week, and I used, oh, what's it called? I think it's called Love You Always, die cut and stamp set. And oops, I got ink on the side there. And I used a really pretty ombre paper. The ombre paper is great. It's actually a freebie for Celebration with a $50 purchase of anything in either the mini catalog or the regular catalog. Now through the end of the month, with $50, you can take this ombre paper set for free. Anyway, so this one's definitely looking Valentine's-y. The other thing I think I'm going to do is do these to make little treats for my grandchildren for Easter. I will use, you know, we have cute little oval punches and some new Easter stamps that are going to be just really cute for them. I think the children will really like that. So that's 2 ways you can handle that. I wanted to show you a closer look maybe at this ombre paper. I just really, really, really like this paper. It's so pretty. And, you know, if the wild green isn't your thing, well, it's got purple. I love this color and this. These are my absolute favorites. So, yeah, and it's a whole package of this. It's 6 by 6. I'm seeing if it tells me how many. I think there's 48 pieces of paper in here, so I could be guessing wrong, but that's what I think. And anyway, this can be yours for free with a $50 purchase, which is a good deal. I really like our paper. And look how pretty this looks around here. I used the ombre here, and then I used the ombre circles on the end, and I don't even remember what I used inside this one. So let's open her up and take a look. There we go. I used more of the ombre circle dot things. So yeah, that was it for tonight. It was just going to be a quick little talk. Again, the boxes were on page 11, and they're the Love You Always treat boxes. And the paper in the overlays are the Fine Art Floral. And it comes as a package of Designer Series paper, and then in a different package you can get the overlays. I'm going to go ahead and show you my hostess code for the month. If you should decide to order anything, in the place where it asks for host code, please go ahead and use this code. Unless, of course, your order is over $150, in which case you should be your own hostess. And if you really are going to spend that much, we might talk about you, we might want to talk about you thinking about becoming a demonstrator. But in the meantime, yes, please use this code. Thank you for joining me tonight and putting up with my babbling. This was supposed to be just a quick 20 to 30 minute time, and I think I actually came in at 20 to 30 minutes. I hope you have a really good evening. I will post when I will be live again. I know later in the month, I thought it was tonight, but no, it was this tonight. Later in the month, I will be presenting next week's birthday cards, and then also I worked on sympathy cards today. And I will be sharing sympathy cards with you later in the month. So thanks for popping by. I'll see you soon.